Oh, you're going to get on. We're going to be seen all over the world, aren't we? We're going to be on the internet. No one has the woman that held on.
Ace, you need to wait. The chaos corner. She's so concerned about it.
She called me over to jungle.
Guys!
Honey, that doesn't mean you beat them up in return.
Hey, Liam! Liam!
What does it do?
You don't have to stop on my account.
There will be a fee for this.
As long as it's cheap.
Family was a very important family in our history at the Locks, and the property came into the Kavanaugh family in 1816, almost 200 years ago. There were two Devine brothers that married two Kavanaugh daughters. The Kavanaughs came up from Carlow. Kavanaugh is a Leinster name. They came up from Leinster and Carlow with the army of King James II at the time of the siege of Derry. One brother was killed, the other brother survived, and he stayed and married into the Moore family in Donegal, and then there were subsequent marriages down the line. Then finally you had these two Kavanaugh daughters that married the two Devine brothers, and they both had children, both Kavanaugh daughters, and they both died young. And then these families were taken by Michael Kavanaugh to the Locks, and they were reared there. One family went to New Jersey, and my own family stayed on in Ireland for a while. The Thomas Devine I is the one who married Catherine Kavanaugh. After she died, he married a woman named Kelly, Sarah Jane Kelly. So then my grandfather, Thomas Devine, the son of, he was Thomas Devine II, the son of Thomas Devine I, he immigrated to America. His brother also had preceded him in going to America. That was Ed Devine, very adventurous people. And then his family, he married a woman named Jane Kelly, who was the niece of the man, of the woman who married his father in the second marriage. So there's a very complex relationship between the Kellys and the Devines, and it's driving some people crazy, which is really not the way you should spend your energy. They'll eventually figure it out. So my family went to western Montana eventually. The Irish didn't all settle in Philadelphia and Boston and New York. They spread over the whole country. My grandfather had 6 children, and then his wife died, and he brought the family back to Ireland at the request of the cousins in Ireland, Bernard Devine of the Locks, and his sister, who married a man named Danny Galvin. And so they made that great trip all across the American continent and then across the Atlantic Ocean. My father was a man who liked to write, and he wrote a great account of all this. And his father also and writings, and we put those things together. I made a trip to Ireland, and I was sitting in the back of a car when I crashed into another car, and I got a broken collarbone out of it. So when I went back to America, I felt otherwise well except for the collarbone, so I sat down and typed this stuff into the computer, and that's how we got what we have now. There's a few errors in there. And then there are other people in the family who like to write. Adele Connell likes to write. I've been a family who, after the oppressions were lifted off us, have had an opportunity for people to achieve significant things. And they have indeed achieved significant things. John Kelly is the man behind the NASA space program that's going to take us to Mars. And his wife is a geneticist. She's going to keep this whole family pretty worked out with Monica and the distinguished Galvin element of the family that have left us. And then we have Adele, who's an expert on genealogy, and her two daughters. Adele is a colonel in the United States Army. She has a PhD as well, raised 4 children. And 2 of them here are in the Air Force. They flew from Germany. And so these are people of remarkable achievement and remarkable energy. And she played the organ at the Mass today, for which we are very grateful. Now, I said I wouldn't talk too long, so unless anybody has questions, I'm going to turn it back over to this gentleman here.
Is there any questions? Over here, give him a round of applause. Any questions for Devine?